What's going on, YouTube model car community? Pappy here at West Georgia Rods and Customs. Thought I'd give y'all a little update on Project 61 Chevy Impala SS. This is about where I'm at right now. Got the bottom detailed, got everything painted on that I want to do on the bottom. Got the gas tank painted, frame painted up underneath the color, body color I'm going to use. Rear end's in it, got the wheels on it, front A-arms, that's all glued in. Maybe some springs for the front and the rear, right there in the pocket, spring pockets, got them cut and put in there. I just take, it's like a red floral, kind of anodized red floral wire, wind that up, make a little spring out of it, cut it to size or length, and glue it in there. Looks real good. Right, can't really show it right now. I got something that actually this front ends. Got it glued up, waiting on it to glue to dry. So there's a little Cadillac engine sitting over there. I'm all done with it except for the exhaust manifold. I'll get them put on as soon as I get the motor. Right before I put the motor in there, I'll put them on there and get them to where they'll fit in there. Hadn't done anything to the body yet, sitting over there just waiting to be primed. Actually, I'm gonna give another wash job, get it good and get my fingerprints and stuff off of it, and then hit it with some primer. Might do that this weekend, but gonna take my time with the body, get everything nice and smooth. It's gonna take a lot of bare metal foil to get that thing nice and shiny. So made it to the hardware store today. See my old buddy Charlie McCarthy posted video. He went and got him some old Pappy red up there. Must be selling that stuff up in the New England states. Couldn't find any of the red. I must have bought it all out, so they shipped it all up there to old my buddy Charlie Mac. But I did find this old Pappy blue. So Charlie, if you need any of this, let me know. I got a good ample supply of this, so let me know if you're interested. I'll box some of these cases up and ship them up to you there, brother. Me and Charlie, I seen that this morning. I got a good chuckle out of that. So one of the things I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit about tonight is the last night on Wednesday, What's on Your Bench. I wasn't the one that actually started the tell us a little something about yourself and something is how you got your shop name started. I just kind of trying to get the word out to the community on that. But I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit something about my shop as far as how I got the name West Georgia Rods and Customs. I used to own a landscaping business. It was called West Georgia Landscaping. I live west of Atlanta, so that's why it's West Georgia. When I sold the business, as far as the landscaping business, name just kind of had a catchy tune. I started back to building models again, and I thought, well, West Georgia Rods and Customs, because I tell you what, I love building hot rods. I love building all kind of different customs. If you look at a lot of my builds, there's nothing box stock hardly about them. So hence West Georgia Rods and Customs. That's how and if I ever thought I'd ever wanted to open a 1-to-1 scale hot rod shop, that'd be what I'd call it, West Georgia Rods and Customs. But West Georgia Rods and Customs is best little 1/25th scale hot rod shop west of Atlanta. So look us up if you ever want us to, if you're interested in building hot rods. I like just a catchy name. Just thought when I did one, that's what I'd do. One of the things that I thought I would throw out there too. I know Jones Mark and Mr. Mini Dreams is the one that was kind of instrumental in getting this started, as far as telling us something about yourself that we didn't know. And how'd you get your shop names? They're the ones that really started this, so I'm not going to try to take credit. But I am going to tell you a little bit more about myself. One of the things that a lot of people don't know about me, I'm an avid history buff, and I'm also an avid aviation and aerospace historian. When I was a kid, I was just my dad worked for Lockheed Aircraft, and he was part of the original C-5A flight team. As far as he helped build that thing. He was part of the functional test and all all that on the C5A Galaxy. But I was always mesmerized when I would see those big C5A Galaxies fly over our house, or when they were taking off from over there at Dobbins Air Force Base, there where Lockheed's located at in Marietta. But I always had we would get to go out to we'd get to go out to Lockheed once, maybe twice a year, once at Christmas, and then we'd go out there like on an employees day, and they'd always park some of the aircraft out on the tarmac. And I remember as a kid walking through and looking at the size of the C5A Galaxy, and my dad was very proud, as far as, he was part of that team that helped build that and helped get it in the air. So I've always been kind of followed in his footsteps, and even today I work for Delta Airlines, so I'm around aircraft every day. But as a child, I was always wanted to be an astronaut. What kid didn't? But I grew up during the Mercury and the Mercury and the Gemini and the Apollo space programs, and I always dreamt of being an astronaut. I used to make my brother I'd crawl in a recliner and act like he was suiting me up in a spacesuit and getting ready to blast me off to the moon. I'm probably sure he wanted to blast me off to somewhere else, but my brother himself, he's an avid historian. Also, he's a retired high school history teacher now, but the love of history, didn't fall too far from the apple. The apple didn't fall too far from the tree with both my brother and myself. But I love aircraft. It's funny, I build hot rods. You don't ever see me hardly. I've built aircraft, but that's something I'm gonna try to venture off into here pretty soon, and start building some aircraft, or some airplanes. As far as aerospace, man, I tell you, just like I said, I always wanted to be an astronaut. I've made several trips to the National Air and Space Museum up in Washington, D.C. at the Smithsonian. You get me up there, I am just a kid in a candy store. I live, like I say, I live west of Atlanta. I've made a couple of trips over to Huntsville, Alabama, to the Space Museum over there, and toured that facility a few times. But that's just one of the things folks just don't know about me. I love aviation. I love the aerospace part of it, and I'm an avid hot rodder. What better avenue as far as probably a real fast hot rod would be to me. Well, looking at what's on my table, an old 61 Chevrolet Impala SS, but a true hot rod is to call it one of those rockets and go about 5,000 to 6,000 miles per hour traveling to the moon. But anyhow, a little tidbit of information a lot of y'all didn't know about me. But hope y'all enjoyed this update. I'll try to keep y'all updated on as far as how everything's coming. She's coming together real nicely. So, guys, it's Thursday evening, March Friday night. Y'all know what it is. It's Friday night hangout. So I'll be on the bench trying to get a little bit more done on this thing, and we'll see y'all then. Y'all take care. Remember, if you can dream it, build it. God bless y'all. Take care now.